Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Old Forge football. Brandon Yescavage, a senior, getting ready to graduate. And Brandon, it's that time of year where young men and women are going to move on to the next step. You're going to take that next step. Tell us about the experience you had with the Old Forge Blue Devils this year. I'm sure it's one for a lifetime.
Oh, the experience I had with the Blue Devils this year is nothing I'll ever forget. Going all the way to the States is just the most amazing thing in the world, and without these guys next to me, we'd have never made it there, and it's nothing I'll ever forget.
What a special group of young men it has been, and meant so much to the whole community, Old Forge, and not just Old Forge, but all of District 2 teams, and it seemed like everybody was rallying around the Old Forge Blue Devils, and in all my years of covering local sports, this is definitely one of those stories that was pretty rare, where everybody seemed to reach out and was rooting for you guys.
Oh, yeah. Basically, our whole town was at that state game. They all took off work and everything just to see us. Even if they didn't come to see us, they watched us on the TVs. And I had people after that game saying, "Thank you for all you've done." They're saying, "No, thank you."
Brandon, was that kind of experience at your shore, the road to the state championship, and, of course, a great game between two great teams, that's for sure. You guys fell a little short, but it was still, it almost felt as if it was just a surreal type of year for the Old Forge Blue Devils. Well, everybody's kind of going their separate way, Brandon, at this point in their career. Seniors moving on. You guys will maybe spend a little bit more time with each other over the next couple of weeks, and then everybody will kind of head their own way. Tell us about your future plans. Where are you going to study, and what are you going to do as far as athletics?
Well, I'm going to go to Kings. I'm going to study environmental health and safety, and I hope to get into the gas well drillers, because I'm always used to being outside. I don't like to be in an office, so that'd be good fit for me.
And football is something you're going to give a shot at. Tell us about the program at Kings and what you're excited about.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait for spot at Kings. I already told the coach I'm ready to do anything I want to get to the starting position. I'm working harder than ever I did during football season for the Blue Devils.
Brandon, when you talk about that football experience, tell us about this year at the running back position for you, and the strength and the speed and everything that you put into it, whether it was in the weight room or on the field, or wherever you had to do to get the job done.
Oh, I hit the weight room a lot. Me and my buddy Shane Schubeck went every day during the summer. It doesn't matter if it was 8 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock at night. He was always ready to go. We put in hours of training, running with our running coach, Dan Holland, and doing all the agilities and drills. It's just that the thing, the hard work, you don't have it, you don't win.
Well, you talk about that camaraderie you had, whether it was with Shane or other guys on the team. You guys are all going to miss that. It was a special thing, once in a lifetime to go through it, grow up with each other, play bitty football, and then kind of go up through high school. But everybody's going to kind of take their own career path. What's it going to be like for you to take it to the next level and move on from those guys, but not forget what you learned from each other and from your coaches, because it was a special experience for all of you?
Oh, I'll never forget these guys. They always got me my phone numbers, wherever they are. They know I'll be there to feed them. And yeah, we just. I know they're all going to do good on other teams. They're all going to be just as good as they were on varsity level. They're all hard workers. They work hard in the classroom. That's most important. But they all work hard in the weight room and in the classroom.
To be a Blue Devil is a special thing. Not many people ever will get that experience, to be in a community like Old Forge where everybody knows each other. You guys are all tight-knit group, close friends, and those celebrations that you guys had back at your field after a few games, they'd turn the lights on, you guys would go on the field and celebrate. Those are something I'm sure that will stay with you for the rest of your lives as well.
Oh, Coach Schubeck even told us, we opened the doors, opened the gates to the field, and all those people stormed in. It was like nothing he ever saw before. The amount of expression all these people in this town showed for us is amazing, and none of our players will ever forget that, and it's always in the back of our minds. Even when we're 40 years down the road, we're talking about that game, we're still going to remember all the people we brought to that game and all the happiness we brought to this town.
Brandon, when you talk about one more game, You guys are going to have it. The Dream Game this year, you're going to get to celebrate and share with your teammates. That's going to be one more special moment.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna put all my skills to the test, and hopefully it's lights out for us, and hopefully we win.
Well, Brandon, we wish you well in your future endeavors. Sounds like you got a great plan going forward. What you're going to study at Kings, what you want to do on the field, and some great memories there at Old Forge, and always a Blue Devil. Thank you for joining us.
No problem. Thank you, John.
Brandon Yescavage, Old Forge running back. One more game, the Dream Game, will be coming up in August. And, of course, all of his teammates are headed to some great places as well. Here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.